it's homework time. Yes, homework time. So, last time, if you remember, I went to my friend's house and it was amazing. Okay, I'll tell you what we did, okay? So, we went to her friend's house and then I went to my friend's house and first what we did, oh yes, first we played with her dollhouse. She had this amazing, it was pink, the dollhouse was pink and she had like 4 dolls and we had so much fun playing. The dolls had their own separate rooms and it was so fun, and we played there in the morning and then afterwards we played football. She has a little brother and he gave us the football that he had, and then we played a big game of football. Oh, I forgot. It's homework time and my mom is gonna scold me if I don't do my homework and keep talking to you all. Yes, I know it's so unfair. I really like talking to you all, but she says, no, I have to have time for homework. So you know what? In between the questions, I'll tell you about my time so that I'll tell it quietly so that she won't hear. Alright. Okay, let's go. First question. What animal-based material is 5 times stronger than steel? Steel is a very strong material. It's really strong. Steel is a very, like, you use it for buildings because it's a very strong material. Like, rain can't get through it and it's very, like, it's really strong. So steel is a super strong material. And what animal based? So this means made from an animal, like eggs and milk. Those are all animal based food products. So this is asking about an animal based material, not a food, which is 5 times stronger than steel, which means it must be really strong. Alright, so option A, snail shells. Snail shells are really like strong, but I think I remember, oh my god, yes. You know, at my friend's house, she has a big garden and then her brother, I told you she has a little brother, her brother accidentally stepped on a snail shell and I cried so much, but my friend's mother said that there was no snail inside the shell. So yeah, so he stepped on a snail shell, and if you step on steel it won't break, and the snail shells broke, so I don't think that it is stronger than steel. Next we have crab carapace. That means the outer shell of the crab. Yes, that could be true. Shark cartilage. Cartilage is like the inside of our bones. So if you take human bones or whatever bones, like bones of animals, and you like split it open, inside you have the cartilage. So shark cartilage or spider silk. I don't think it's spider silk because you know, we break through spider silk all the time, like, you know, when like there's a spider web somewhere. I accidentally went through a spider web once, like it was there and I was running because a friend was chasing me. So I was running and then I went through a spider web and it broke. So I don't think it is spider silk. But that was a web and this is silk. So I'm not sure, but maybe. So shark cartilage. Shark cartilage. I don't think that's the answer because cartilage is like very small, right? So it will be easily breakable. I don't know. I don't think that it's that strong because then human cartilages would be like that too because they're the same, right? I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna say that it is crab carapace. So the outer shell of the crab. I'm not sure, but I think it is. So let's see if my answer was correct.
The answer is
Spider silk. My answer was wrong. And the correct answer is a very unsuspecting answer. Like, I didn't think it was going to be the answer, but which animal-based material is 5 times stronger than steel? It's spider silk. Oh, come on, but like, we break through spider webs all the time, but it is 5 times more stronger than silk. So I'm not sure. So let's read the facts and see. Spider silk is one of the strongest materials within Mother Nature's collection. Aside from being many times stronger than steel, it can also stretch very far and can also stick to flat surfaces. So, spider silk is actually 5 times stronger than steel. That's an interesting fact. Why do I keep saying steel? It's steel. Remember your pronunciation. Steel. Okay, so spider silk is 5 times stronger than steel. Moving on to the next question. Question number 2. Question number 2. Okay. Which urban flyer can do simple math? Urban flyer means like flyers, like birds that we see around the city. So, A, bats, B, flies, C, pigeons, and D, eagles. So, bats. Bats, can they do simple maths? I've heard that bats are blind, like they can't see very well, and they're nocturnal. I don't think it's bats. And then we have option B, flies. Flies aren't smart, right? Their body is small, so their brain must also be like small. So I don't think it's flies, and it'll be pretty hard to teach flies because they're so small, and like, as I told you before, they can sense vibration. So before a human even comes near them, they fly away. So I don't think it's flies. Next, we have pigeons. This could be true, but pigeons are very dumb, no? Aren't they considered like dumb birds, like not very smart birds? Because this one time, at my friend's house, there was this pigeon, okay? He was flying outside of the window, and then he was like flying, and we have like glass windows in houses, right? And then the pigeon was like flying straight into the glass window because it can't see through glass. It can't see glass. So it just flew straight through the window, and we were watching a video, so it really, really scared us. So I think pigeons are not very smart. So, and then option number D, eagles. Eagles are pretty smart, right? They look smart and they're pretty big, and I think you can teach them. I think eagles is the more correct option. So I'm gonna go with D, eagles. Let's see if my answer is correct.
The answer is
pigeons. Again, my answer was not correct. So the actual answer is C, pigeons. Which urban flyer can do simple math? Pigeons can do simple mathematics, like, 1 plus 2, I think, like when you add one object to another, like stuff like that. Pigeons can do that. I didn't know that. I thought pigeons weren't very smart because I told you about the story where, yeah. So anyway, I didn't know that, but let's read some more facts. Pigeons can be trained to recognize math values on the same level as some monkeys. Whoa! So monkeys are pretty smart, right? They're pretty similar to humans, and we evolved, like we came from monkeys, evolved from monkeys. So monkeys are pretty smart, and pigeons can be trained to recognize math values same as monkeys. So that's very cool. They were taught how to figure out the differences between groups of objects with different amounts of objects in them. Wow, that's confusing even for me. So they were taught to figure out the difference between groups of objects with different amounts in them. So they can identify, like imagine I have 2 grapes. So imagine I had a bunch of grapes. So imagine I had 2 grapes in this hand and 2 grapes in this hand. No wait, 3 grapes in this hand, 2 grapes in this hand. And so if you like taught the pigeon, then he would know that this side has more grapes because this side has 3, this side has 2, and 3 is higher than 2. This is all very confusing, and I didn't know pigeons could be that smart. So yeah, let's move on to the next question. Why are otters such handy animals? Oh, you know, the friend whose house I went to, her favorite animal is also otters because she's seen otters at the zoo, and that's amazing, right? Wow, it's amazing. So let's go to the question. Sorry for the distraction. So why are otters such handy animals? Handy, like, what does handy mean? Handy means that like they make use of things that they have. I think, yeah, that's what handy means, right? So there are 4 options. A, they can dive for long periods. Is that very handy? I don't think so. They can use tools. This is handy, but I don't think otters can use tools, right? No, I don't think that's possible for otters to do. Next, option C, they have whiskers. Whiskers aren't handy, right? You can't use them for much. So again, I don't think it's whiskers. Option D, not number D. They can make funny sounds. Again, this is not very handy, right? You can't really make use of it for anything. So it can either be they can dive for long periods, dive into the water and like stay underwater, like breathe underwater for a long time. Not breathe actually, just like stay underwater for a while. And they can use tools, but again, otters can't use tools, right? Do they even have hands? They have flippers. I don't think they can use tools. I don't know, but I don't think they can. So I'm going to go with option A. They can dive for long periods. I think that's correct, but we'll see.
The answer is
They can use tools. Oh, this is a very surprising answer. My answer was not correct. Why are otters such useful and handy animals? Because they can use tools. I thought they couldn't do that because of their flipper hands, but they can. They can do that. They can do that. Otters can do that. They can use tools. So otters have figured out how to use rocks as tools. So they must be pretty smart, right? They can use different kinds of rock to pry food from the seabed and as can openers for the crustaceans they love to eat. So, you know, in the seabed, like the bottom of the sea, there are some like food, like they have like chunks of food and like seaweed and stuff, and it's kind of hard to take it out sometimes. So the otters, they take rocks and like take the food out. They like scrape it out. And also crustaceans are animals like oysters and crabs, which have like a gooey filling inside of the shell. So they use it like in clams also you see like it's like this, closed like this. So they put a rock through here to open it like this. So that is pretty smart. Very smart. Speaking of eating, wait, did I tell you this? Well, me and my friend, I went to a house, right? And we made these amazing ginger cookies. They are so good. And my friend's mom, she told me I can take some home. And they're just so good. I don't know if I have some left over. But I'm pretty hungry because homework makes me really hungry. So I'm going to see if there's any more left in the kitchen. So I'm going to come back. And until then, see you. So I went downstairs to the kitchen and I opened the fridge and I checked to see whether there were ginger cookies that we made. And there were so many ginger cookies, not so many. I had 3 ginger cookies, but my mom has already eaten one, so there was only 2 left. So I ate those 2. The ginger cookies were so good. Did I mention that me and my friend made them? They're so good and so tasty and so easy to make. It was so good. And now I'm full. Until dinner, of course. But we still have to finish our homework. Let's not forget about that. Alright, let's move on to where we left off. Question number 4. Though Rudolph's nose glows red, what non-furry body part changes color in reindeers during winter? So have you heard the Rudolph song? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you'd even say it glows. So it's about like one of Santa's reindeer whose nose, he has big red nose like clown's nose and it glows red. So though Rudolph's nose grows red. Oh, did you know what reindeers are? They're like this, it's like a deer type of animal. Then they have these pretty big antlers and they're larger than deer. So though Rudolph's nose glows red, what non-furry body part changes color in reindeers during winter? Eyes. So what changes color in reindeers during winter? And that part has to be like non-furry, so it doesn't have fur. So it's eyes, antlers, hooves, or tongue. I don't think that tongue can glow, right? I don't think it's tongue. I also don't think it's hooves. I don't think it's hooves either. And I don't think it's antlers also, because like from where would the light come anyway? I really think that the answer is eyes, because sometimes, you know, cats' eyes, when cats go to the dark, like their eye color changes. So like that, maybe in winter when it gets colder, maybe reindeer's eye color also gets like, it changes. I think that's the answer, because I don't think it could be antlers or hooves or tongue, because where would it glow from anywhere? And how is that even possible? Otherwise, it should be magic. So, let's see. I'm going to say that the answer is A, eyes. Maybe it's correct, maybe it's not. Let's check.
The answer is
eyes. So, my answer was correct. Reindeer's eye color does change in winter. I'm very smart. See, my answer was correct. Alright, so reindeer eye color changes to blue in the winter as an adaptable measure. This helps them see better during dark winter days and nights. So reindeer's eye color it's a different color, but in winter it changes to blue, because winter normally the sun doesn't come out as much, so it's darker. So the eye changes to blue color during winter, so that helps them see like what's happening more, and their eyes, like they can see movement and things, they can see in the dark better, like cats. So now that's a great way to evolve and adapt. So yeah, we can move on to our next question now. Question number 5. We're almost done. We can do this. All right, let's go. Why are sloths so slow? Yes, did you know about sloths? Sloths are very, very slow animals. They move really slow and they sleep for about 18 hours a day. There's only 24 hours in a day and they sleep for 18 hours, which is more than half the day. They sleep for more than half the day, which is pretty lazy. Why are sloths so slow? Answer A, laziness. Answer B, bad joints. Answer C, defense habit. And answer D, slow metabolism. Alright, so why are sloths so slow? Laziness. Answer A is laziness. But I don't think that's a reason. That could be a reason why they're slow though. But I don't know. What wouldn't like being slow require like maybe the answer is lazy, or answer B, bad joints. Answer C, defense habit. Defense habit, well, being slow doesn't make them a defense, right? If they were fast, sure, that's a defense habit. It can help them escape from animals. But being slow, that's not a defense habit. So I don't think that's the correct answer. Slow metabolism. So they break down food more slowly. So when our metabolism is fast, we use a lot of energy for metabolism, like the energy that we make. We use a lot of energy for metabolism. So I don't know. I don't think it's slow metabolism either. So I think it's either laziness or bad joints. But bad joints, that doesn't mean like every sloth is born with bad joints, right? I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think the answer is answer A, laziness. So let's check and see.
The answer is
Slow metabolism. So my answer was correct. Sloths may seem like a lazy bunch, but they're slow for a good scientific reason. Their leafy diet doesn't provide much energy. So we eat a lot of food like rice and meat and things like that, and that provides us a lot of energy. But sloths, they only eat leaves, so they don't get much energy. And then because metabolism takes a lot of energy, they have a slow metabolism. So they move like they're always in first gear. That's really slow. Oh, did I mention? It's okay. I'll move on to the next question without distracting you about my friend's place. Alright, let's go. Question number 6. Match the name with the picture. Alright, so we have 4 options. A, Washington Monument. B, Moai. C, Pentagon. And D, Vesuvio. It's not Washington Monument, because now I know what Washington Monument looks like. It's like an obelisk. It's like a tall stone monument. So it's not the Washington Monument. It's not the Pentagon either, because it's not a building, right? Well, Vesuvio. So it has to be either Moai or Vesuvio. Vesuvio. I think there's a lot of statues, and it seems like a very like Brazilian Spanish kind of country. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's like a Spanish sort of country, and those kind of countries have a lot of like statues. And I think yes. I think the answer is B. Moai. I'm not very sure, but I think that is the correct answer. So let's see.
The answer is
Moai. So my answer was correct. I got so many answers correct. Like, I'm really, really smart. Just like all of you. You all are super smart as well. So my answer was correct. It was answer B, Moai. With the picture. You saw the picture. Moai are monolithic human figures carved out of stone by the Rapa Nui people on Easter Island in eastern Polynesia. So Moai are like human figures carved from rock, and like that island is named after those rock figures that are situated on the island. So it is situated on Easter Island in eastern Polynesia. It's like an area in Easter Island. So that's a very interesting fact. I didn't know much about it, but now I know a lot of facts. And I think I just have enough time to get me another gingerbread cookie and some milk, because last time I was really thirsty after eating it. And homework time is over. I am going to be so proud when I hand this over to the teacher tomorrow and saying I did all my schoolwork. So happy. Okay, so I'm done with all my homework. Now I'm gonna go eat some gingerbread cookies. So until then, see you.